Hey!
Hey! What's going on, everybody? Your phone, bud.
Okay, well, at least we know there was
It worked.
There's some audio.
All right. Shit.
Hey, this is a surprise Thursday show of the Inappropriate Bar Talk
It's
podcast.
episode 19.
Episode 19.
Redo.
Yeah. As you can see, we have a brand new little kind of set right behind us here. We're in a new studio, I guess you could say today.
Working out some technical difficulties. So let us know if there's something we need to work out. Like, for instance, Tony, where's the YouTube chat? I don't know.
I don't know, Tony. Where could that be? Anyway, we're coming to you live from Mililani. We were supposed to be doing the show at the bar last night, but unfortunately the internet connection there sucked. So we didn't want to put you guys through the misery of just, well, we were pretty much going to get yelled at the whole show if we went that route.
It wasn't a good thing.
So we apologize for canceling last night on our normal night, but we will be broadcasting every Wednesday at 8 o'clock like normal. Again, next week, 8 o'clock Hawaiian time, 11 o'clock Pacific, and 2 a.m. if you're on the East Coast.
We got a couple of you out there. Raph, what's up, bud?
Is Raph on?
No, I don't think, they're not used to this Thursday episode, so.
Surpriseness.
Yeah, we tried to take it live to the bar yesterday, and that did not work out so well. So we're giving you a little short show today on a Thursday.
Despite our low audience numbers, we're taking a risk and doing it anyway today.
That's how we do it.
But if you are joining us,
we got someone's watching us on Facebook, or YouTube. So what's up?
What up?
Say hi on the chat if you can.
So, so the thing it didn't work yesterday at the bar, unfortunately.
Yep, we did not realize that the bar had they had Wi-Fi, but not very good Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
When you do these live stream things, apparently you need a pretty decent upload speed.
Yeah. We're just barely at the cusp right now where everything is okay. If you see any problems, just
please let us know. Yeah, hit it up on our chats and our posts.
We are in a new location, so it's a new internet, but
we're trying to give you guys a better looking
better
experience. We'll get that production value out there for you. But anyway.
Yeah. Let's cheers to the show.
I had a rough night last night after the show didn't work, so I'm gonna be cheersing my hydro flask here. Cheers to the show.
Celebrate today. Cheers to you. So here we are on a Thursday.
That's good water.
We've had a lot of things going on this week.
There's a lot of shit going on this week.
We all know the obvious one that happened this past week.
We're gonna do that? We're gonna get into that?
No, we don't have to get into the full discussion. We were last night. We were prepped and ready last night, but we kind of hashed everything out at the bar and that turns out that would have been an hour-long show on its own, probably.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna put you guys through that, but we each have our own separate opinions if you know us.
I would just like to point out that yesterday, basically, let's just brief over it.
Okay.
The whole deal was Trump. People were mad because Trump didn't. What's the word I'm looking for here? Denounce the Nazis. Okay. He came on and he said both sides were wrong, which I agree with. Both sides were wrong, and to have proof of that, today it came out that 2 reporters were attacked by those what do they call them?
Antifa?
Yeah, the Antifa guys. 2 reporters actually were attacked and cracked one guy's head open where he needed staples in his head. So, again, both sides were wrong. No one, they both have the right to their free speech, but both sides were wrong as far as I think how they handled themselves. And I think that's something we can all agree on, as far as the people here in the middle, not on these extremists on either end.
Yeah, well, when you have that kind of extremism, there are far lefters, but when you're talking about I don't even like to call them, they got this title of alt-righter, which I agree, like, nobody really knows what that classifies.
It's the extreme right.
Yeah, but
you got those, every side, it's a spectrum, and both sides have their extremists, and then the rest of us are here in the middle,
you
know what I mean?
Yiannopoulos, right?
I'm sorry?
You know Milo Yiannopoulos?
No.
He's extreme right. He calls himself an alt-righter. So he is a gay guy, but at the same time, he doesn't believe in like the gender classification stuff.
Okay.
He's against like all these things that, like, I mean, most gay people are leaning to the left, I would say, right? That's where their political spectrum is.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of the time.
We can majority probably a Democrat.
He's kind of like a two-sided coin where he has certain views about certain things. He's very opinionated, so he does have a lot of haters.
Ed, you're gonna.
But anyway, he's the person I would consider an alt-righter.
Okay.
These Nazis and white supremacists, I would kind of consider them more extremists or even terrorists at times.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So I don't even like to put them in the group with like these extreme righters or these extreme lefters. They're kind of like
I think they're the extreme. They're like the 99% of extreme. You know what I mean? They're that far end. And don't get me wrong, I'm not condoning white supremacy or the Nazis or anything like that, but this is America, and they do have the right to march and protest. They don't have the right to violently attack people, and neither does the other side. And that's what was going on, is both sides were they resorted to violence. And when you resort to violence, that's basically, you're not intelligent enough to be dealing with the situation already.
Right.
So at that point, neither side should have been out there if they couldn't conduct themselves in a professional and a civil manner. And of course, people are going to say, well, hey, they're Nazis, they're not going to conduct themselves in a civil manner. But hey, if they're going to be out there protesting, they need to. And the same thing goes for the left as well. If you're going to be out there protesting, you can do that. That's your right. But keep it peaceful, keep it productive. And the second you resort to violence, it's everything you've been trying to preach just goes out the window as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. I mean, they obviously, as American people, they have the right to express themselves, but
I mean, it is
where the argument came.
It is hate speech. You can look at it that way, and I can understand people not tolerating that.
What they're preaching is not what the country stands for. It doesn't stand for religious freedom. Like,
no, the country does stand for religious freedom, but their beliefs doesn't. They said you need to be Christian. But
they don't stand for. I mean, they don't. Yeah, sorry. They don't stand for religious freedom. They don't stand for racial equality. They don't stand for a lot of things that are basic American values. So we discussed this at length tomorrow. I don't really want to get into it now, but the issue people had was that
didn't denounce them.
This group.
Right, and I understand where you guys are coming from with that.
Yeah.
Of course, it would have been great if he said these Nazis are fucking morons, get them out the street. And I think he actually did come out today and say, yeah, I think they're he didn't say it in those exact words.
He said it the day after, and then the thing was he had a press conference on Monday, and then he kind of went back to the first thing he said on Saturday, which is what people had issue with. So I think that was like, what are you just saying this just to say it, and you don't believe it, or are you saying it?
You're saying you didn't think it was genuine?
Yeah, because he had it on a piece of paper, and he put it back in his shirt pocket after he said
most speeches are on. So he was giving his speech, he took that out and said, this is what I think, and then put it back?
Yeah.
And that's kind of, that's not sincere, but, I don't think Donald Trump is obviously an open racist. Maybe he has some, what's the word I'm looking for?
He might be a privileged white guy.
He's definitely a privileged white guy. There's no doubting that. But I mean, I don't think he's supporting. I don't think he's a secret like KKK member or anything like that.
No, I don't think so either.
But like you said, it would have been nice for him to come out and say that. But again, it's not his obligation to denounce this guy or that guy. He came out and he said he thought both sides were wrong, and I thought that was more than enough as far as explaining how he felt about the situation.
Right.
It's like when you got two kids at school that fight. Yeah, he might have fought this kid because he stole something from this kid, but at the same time, they're both wrong once they both start fighting. You know what I'm saying? And I understand you can't just break it down that easy, but if you really look at it black and white, both sides were wrong, and that's what it was. Okay. Next topic. Next topic.
Right, that's how we're going to leave it, but... Yeah, we had a long and in-depth conversation about this, and you
a long drunk talk about this.
And if you have someone who's for Donald Trump and you have someone who isn't, then you probably have the same discussion as us, and you probably get it too. But
And yet, we may be on opposite sides of that spectrum, but we sit here in civilly and discuss it. We don't punch each other in the face.
Actually, I think that discussion was way better than last night. So.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, you're only on your first beer. By the time we started talking about it last night, we were about 4 or 5 beers deep and about 3 shots deep, too.
And we've had some time to let it sit, too. So
So that was good.
Yeah. It would have been crazy if we talked about it last night.
Yeah. But that's how we feel. And again, we both have different opinions on it, but we both, I think, agree that no one was right in that situation. Both parties were wrong. They could have both handled themselves better. And that's where I stand on it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a young woman, 32-year-old Heather Heyer, was killed by one of these extreme idiots who...
Yeah, it was a fucking idiot. He drove through a crowd of people.
I believe he injured like 12 people, and
I mean, that guy's just obviously... To
the
be able to...
video's horrific, dude.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. I mean, to be able to just say I'm going to just gas my car through this crowd of people, you got to be fucking little crazy, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But yeah, no one should have to die. Again, peaceful protests, that's what gets things done. I mean, violence doesn't solve shit. It just creates more shit. Violence just creates more shit. And, it's unfortunate. And again, to the 2 police officers that also died in that helicopter crash, thoughts and prayers go out to those families, as well as Heather.
And to those in Barcelona today as well. Another 2 vans drove through crowds of people today.
Jesus.
And
damn, we got friends out there in Spain right now. Yeah. So, in fact, Mr. K-Bomb, be careful out there. Yeah, he's on tour with Stick Figure out there, and they were just in Spain. So, hope they're safe out there. Keep your head on a swivel. It's crazy out there.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was horrific today, too. That happened today. 2 cars just drove down a sidewalk and just tossed people down.
And again, probably extremists.
Yeah.
Not people in their right mind.
But last I heard, they weren't sure.
And we want to let these people in the country? That's what we were talking about? No, I'm good.
No.
On another sad note, prayers go out to, and thoughts go out to the family of Ric Flair. Now, I don't know if you guys are wrestling fans out there, but growing up, me and this guy, we were huge wrestling fans. We used to beat the crap out of each other for fun and pile drive each other's heads into the ground and suplex each other on tables.
Totally.
I actually seen this kid one time choke slam a kid on, those mats that people use, you put under your office chair so you can roll around on the carpet?
Thumbtacks.
You ever flip that thing over and it's just like a billion thumbtacks? He choke slammed a kid on that one time, and this kid had like these little polka dot holes all on his back. You remember that? What was that kid's name? That skinny little Filipino guy we used to go to school with.
Pete.
Was it Pete?
I think it was Pete.
Pete? That doesn't sound right.
I think it was.
He was a little fucking crazy dude too. He used to jump off the fucking buildings or the house and shit.
Yeah, he used to jump off the roof, off the side of off the fence, like the wooden fence around the yard. He used to jump off that thing. That was about 8 feet high.
Jesus, we were dumb.
Dude, he used to do moonsaults off of that thing.
Yeah, that's crazy shit, man.
Kids, man.
But Ric Flair, unfortunately, provided well, not unfortunately, he provided a lot of entertainment for us as growing up. So.
He
Unfortunately,
was like the guy you love to hate,
I loved Ric Flair. Woo! Woo! Anyway, unfortunately, though, he's in critical condition. He has multiple organ problems, and he was placed under medical-induced coma over the weekend.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how he's doing today. I haven't checked, but I haven't heard any other news as far regarding him.
I hope he. At it right now.
What you got? I hope he gets better, man.
Recent surgery involved removing part of his bowel, a procedure that was originally thought to be intestinal blockage.
Ooh. So he probably had a lot of, toxic poisoning from all the shit back up in his intestines.
Noting his history of drinking led to his health problems getting worse. And
Chris, that's why I'm drinking water tonight, folks.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's an update. He's still in the hospital, obviously, and he's still in probably critical condition, so... Prayers go out to the nature boy. We hope he pulls through. it's sad when our wrestlers die. That's like a part of our childhood dying sometimes. Yeah, a small part of our childhood.
Dude, do you remember when we were watching the pay-per-view when Owen Hart died?
Yeah.
You remember it just cut to black?
Yeah.
And then they came back like maybe 15 minutes later and just like, oh my god. Well, what's the guy's name?
Insanity.
They had the stroke with the Ross.
Jim Ross?
Jim Ross?
Yeah.
Dude, he was like, you could just tell something happened. Because you didn't see what happened. But you could tell something bad happened just by a look on that guy's face. And he, of course, they told us Ric Flair fell from the rafters and hit his face. Owen Hart, yeah. What did I say?
You said Ric Flair.
Oh, yeah, not Ric Flair. Owen Hart. But yeah, that was a tragedy too. And then, what was it, Chris Benoit, like, murder-suicided his family?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Oh,
that was crazy.
And then he killed himself.
Yeah, that'd be murder-suicide, sir.
That's it. Yeah, that was nuts.
That was crazy. But that, I think, had a lot to do with kind of like the same thing that the football players go through from taking so much head trauma.
Right.
They kind of just go off their rocker, man. You take that many shots to the head, you're bound to lose a little sanity.
Yeah.
But, yeah, prayers out to Ric Flair. Get better, Nature Boy, and hopefully we'll see you out back in ringside at least.
Totally.
What else we got? Speaking of ringside.
Dude, wait. Do you remember that Mankind Undertaker cage match?
Oh, yeah. That was probably one of the best matches ever. The thumbtacks came out. There was ladders.
Dude, when the first minute of the match, he climbs up to me on top of the cage and literally Undertaker just like throws him off the cage.
I remember, onto the desk.
That was at least like a 30 or 40 foot drop.
I'd say about 20.
20?
Yeah. 40 feet, like 4 stories.
You're probably right. It was probably about
20. But
still, he somersaulted and landed on.
No one took more damage than Mick Foley. Yeah. That guy was the fucking man, dude. Mick Foley could take a beating like I've never. He was like, what's that movie? Unbreakable, the M. Night Shyamalan movie where you could do anything to that guy and he'd just keep getting up for more. He was nuts.
I know he was in the extreme wrestling. He was in some kind of extreme wrestling federation. Was it ECW? It might have been ECW back in the day.
I don't know what just happened to our camera,
but just got resized. I think the camera just timed out.
Oh, I know what it is.
So
boom. Yeah. We're back to normal. Okay.
I watched a documentary, or not a documentary, but an interview with him, and where he goes like step by step in what happened in that match, and it was just insanity. I believe he broke a rib the first time he got thrown off that cage. He broke ribs.
And what's up, Landmine?
What's up, Lanny?
Sorry, Lanny. If you didn't catch the beginning of the show, we're doing a little redo show since last night was unsuccessful and we had an epic fail trying to do it at the bar. But, yeah, thanks for tuning in and checking it out, man.
Yeah. But, yeah, then he went back because they were carting him out, and then he was like, no, fuck that, I'm going to finish this match.
Yeah, dude.
And then he got back up on the cage again.
Like I said, Mick Foley was the fucking man when it came to fucking... No one was anywhere half as crazy as he had. But like you said, he was in ECW. Yeah. And that's when they did like the bat with the barbed wire and shit. Yeah. That shit was nuts. But, yeah, man. Wrestling was good back in the day. I mean, I liked wrestling.
Well, if you're just tuning in to us, we haven't missed much. We've only just started on our second topic. We talked a little bit about the Charlottesville incident this weekend. We talked a little bit about Barcelona, and we also talked about Ric Flair just now. And our favorite wrestling memories.
Who was your favorite wrestler?
Undertaker.
I think he was probably... Him and Stone Cold are like my two favorite.
Yeah. Stone Cold was fucking awesome, too. Yeah. It's hard to like narrow it down to one, but Undertaker's like probably my definite number one.
Undertaker was fucking... He's still doing it, too.
Yeah. I don't know how.
That guy's got to be like almost 60 years old, right?
I think he's 60... He's like 64 or 63, something like that.
That's crazy.
He's up there.
Find out. I want to know how old Undertaker is.
Yeah.
Paul Bearer, is he still alive or did he die?
No, he died.
He actually died for real?
He died. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's why he wasn't. He died. I believe he died. That's why he wasn't the manager anymore.
He was a weird looking dude, bro. He used to creep me out.
The Undertaker.
He used to creep me out.
Yes. 52.
Oh,
okay.
52. I mean, that's still up there to be doing what he's doing, man.
To be an athlete in any sport
at 52.
52 is, yeah,
that's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good there, guys.
So when we were kids, he had to have been in his 30s already.
Oh, guarantee. So, hey, what's up, you fucker?
What's up, Raph?
Nice, thanks for tuning in, guys. We appreciate it again. It's just a special Thursday episode because we've had a super fail at the bar yesterday with no internet connection. But we're giving you a little taste of what we would have done yesterday. But yeah, since we were speaking of wrestling, we'll segue right into the Mayweather and McGregor news. Basically, Mayweather agreed to fight with those 8-ounce gloves instead of 10. I guess that's what McGregor was asking for. I don't think it's going to make a fucking difference, but okay, sure.
It won't. Hopefully it means somebody gets knocked out faster.
I hope Conor gets knocked the fuck out.
I think...
Just to show people, like, dude, stay in the octagon, let the boxers stay in the squared circle, okay?
They are two totally different sports. So, stick to what you got.
I'm still looking forward to that fight, though. It's going to be interesting, I think.
Still going to watch it.
We'll see. We'll be at Lanny's for that fight on Saturday. Maybe we'll set up. We'll see how his internet is. Maybe we'll set up a live stream while we watch the fight.
Oh, there we go. That might be fun.
Yeah, do a little something. So, Lanny, make sure we have some space and some good internet at your house.
Living room and let us sit in front of the TV, and you guys can sit on the sides.
Yeah. Tell your dad we're bringing a setup.
Is he gonna be at his house? At
his parents' house, his dad's house.
Yeah, well, they got a lot of room over there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Who knows? Maybe.
So,
put it out
there. You wanna hit number 4?
Yeah, since there's not much else going on with that whole McGregor-Mayweather thing.
Yeah, I mean, they changed the glove size. That's about it.
So Mayweather wins in the 4th round instead of the 5th now. So.
Sounds about right.
Oh, why don't you break us in on this Rick and Morty Szechuan sauce?
Okay.
If you don't watch Rick and Morty, the show is pretty awesome.
It reminds me of Ren and Stimpy. Yeah. Just like the random and like grotesqueness, which is hilarious.
A more adult. I mean, Ren and Stimpy was pretty gross.
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy was pretty adult, actually. I thought it was pretty mature cartoon, and I was a kid. I didn't get half the shit they were talking about.
Yeah. I just remember those epic drawings of like super detailed drawings.
And it was very foul.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like boogers under a table or like.
Right. But okay, so. Rick and Morty is kind of along those lines where it's just randomness and grossness, and it's funny. But they just had there was an episode where they go, Rick and Morty, they go back and they go to a McDonald's in a different time or a different parallel universe, and they order the chicken nuggets with the Szechuan sauce. I don't know if you guys remember back when Mulan came out, I guess is the story. McDonald's made this Szechuan sauce for the chicken nuggets as part of promoting Mulan. And in the cartoon, it's like Rick's favorite sauce. Like, he's got to have it. Like, I got to go get my Szechuan sauce, you know? And so what the creators of the show did, because they don't make the Szechuan sauce, they contacted McDonald's and they had a couple special bottles made.
Right.
And they held a raffle, basically.
They had 3 bottles made, right?
Right, something like that. And let's see. I don't know how big the bottles were. But basically some drama ensued because one of the winners of the sauce, Robert Workman, he decided to auction it off. And he received a lot of backlash and a lot of hate from real super fans of the show. And basically... he was getting shit for selling the sauce because everybody wanted this sauce, and he was the guy that got it, and he sold it.
Well, in his defense, he said he was going to use it to pay off some bills, obviously, but he also said he was going to be donating a lot of money to, it was a charity for kids with cancer who play games and stuff like that. Yeah.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But he's like, I'm going to take care of some of my bills, of course.
Fuck yeah. I would too. You know? I don't need no fucking chicken nugget sauce. I got bills, motherfucker. If I can sell a bottle of mayo and ketchup mixed together with some spicy ginger in it,
Dude, you
for a
want
couple $100.
Honestly, you want
do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, you can bathe in that shit if you want. I don't care.
I get if you're a fan and you're like, that could have been my bottle. Why are you gonna just get rid of it? It's like,
you sound like a little pussy. That's what it sounds like. Yeah. But anyway, he ended up selling the bottle of sauce, and the person that ended up buying it was the DJ Deadmau5.
Yeah.
So Deadmau5 obviously is a fan of Rick and Morty, as just from buying the damn sauce, but it was for an undisclosed amount, and yeah, he tried to sell it on eBay, but people wouldn't buy it because he was getting all this shit. So Deadmau5 was like, dude, I'll take it, and bought it.
People were putting in like fake bids and stuff like that to raise it to like ridiculous prices.
Do you know what the bid was? What was like the highest bid?
It got to $15,000, but of course it never got paid
for the fucking Szechuan sauce.
Yeah,
that's
it never
crazy.
got paid. So the guy was like, yeah, people are just gouging the auction to make it retardedly priced.
So you can actually bid on eBay and then not pay?
You can set like a buy it now price, which I don't know why he sounded like he didn't know how to use eBay.
Yeah, they said a friend helped him. Yeah.
Or something. So it's like, it's really not that hard, guys. You can go on YouTube and learn how to post something in 5 minutes. But anyway.
Dude, you can go on YouTube and learn how to do fucking anything.
Which I don't understand. He could have set like a buy it now price, but I guess you can still back out of paying it. Like if you give eBay a reason to not pay it, they let you do it so many times backing out. You can't do it like a bunch because they'll kick you off.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
But you can do it like once or twice. I think even maybe 3 times. But I think after you do it a 3rd time, they suspend your account.
Dude, did you remember when Tom sold that computer and then the guy said, oh, I want to return it? So he returned the guy's money, and when he got the box back, it was just a box of jelly beans. Do you remember that?
That's why when you're a private seller, you don't...
that was too funny, man. That was
honestly,
too funny.
I sold a bunch of stuff on eBay, and I never offer refunds. I'm just like, dude...
Dude, it's as is, buddy. Yeah.
That's it, dude.
Exactly.
You don't get a guarantee when you're buying it person to person.
Nope.
I'm not a business. I don't give a shit if you give me a shitty rating.
We don't give a fuck.
But I guarantee you when I ship it out, it'll be in working condition and it'll be good. I'm not going to send you a piece of shit. If you broke it or something...
That's some bad karma, though. And it's funny because I guess they weigh the package, so he knew how much jelly beans to put in the package to weigh as much as a computer. Yeah, because when he sent... I guess it goes through PayPal, right? So he sends it back to eBay. eBay notifies PayPal that, hey, this guy returned it. We're sending this back to the owner or the original seller. Give this buyer his money back. So then that happens, and then Tom gets the box back, and it's just a fucking box of jelly beans.
You didn't file a complaint with eBay?
I think he tried. You know, Tom, of course he tried, but from what I remember, he just got fucked in the whole deal.
Back then, eBay wasn't as solid as it is now, too. You can, like...
The funny thing is, I actually gave Tom that computer because I owed him money or something. So he was like, okay, I'll take the computer and I'm going to sell it. And then he ended up getting fucked over. So basically the money I owed him, I just basically gave him fucking jelly beans. Sorry, Tom. You sold the thing, not my fault.
Oh. You got the shit end of the deal there.
He did. Unfortunately. Poor Tom, he always gets screwed on that kind of shit too. He's always the guy. He's always that guy. But anyway,
I had a eBay story once where someone tried to return something. I had an unlocked BlackBerry phone.
Oh.
And I sold it on eBay, and I put it in an envelope. I put it in a Ziploc bag, and I wrapped it in bubble wrap. And I left it. I shipped it how you normally ship through USPS. Put it in a box, whatever, with some bubble wrap. You're usually good, right?
Right.
So I get a message from this guy after it's already been delivered for like 5 days, and he emails me finally. He goes, I just got back from my vacation. The box is on my porch soaking wet. I demand a refund. And I'm like...
Don't order shit if you know you're going on fucking vacation, dumbass.
I'm like, well, sorry to ruin you. Sorry that happened to you, but I'm not responsible for your package sitting on the front door for 5 days.
Right.
I said, I'm not a seller, dude. I said, if you wanted insurance on the package, you could have got insurance on the package. You chose not to do it.
Right.
I said, so at that point, you either got to go to the post office and tell them to refund you, or,
But that's not their fault. They delivered the package. You should have someone checking your mail if you're on vacation.
I believe the post office will insure a package up to like $50 or whatever.
Okay, but what, you can get $50 for a phone that you probably spent $300 for?
Nah, he paid, I think, like $120 or something like that. But anyway.
Suck it up, buddy.
So I told him sorry, and then he put a negative thing on me on eBay, and then I contested it. And I was like, I told eBay what the deal was, and then he had to switch his review to a neutral review, where he's like, don't deal with this person, their customer service is horrible, blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
dude, I'm not a fucking seller.
eBay refunded him his money anyway.
Right.
And they were like, you don't have to, eBay said, we refunded him his money, you don't have to worry about it, this case is closed. So I'm like, dude, whatever, you got your money back. Fucking
quit your fucking bitching.
I didn't get a negative review and
whatever.
I'm like, eBay didn't find me at fault, so.
So you got to keep the money and eBay gave him back his money?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Works out for you.
Yeah.
Everybody wins in that one.
Yeah.
You know where people don't always win?
Vegas.
Yeah. No, people don't win when you build a restaurant in a football stadium, but you don't open it on Sundays.
Which is exactly what Chick-Fil-A did.
Yes. Chick-Fil-A. And, okay, I give them credit because as a big corporation, it's a big stand to say we are not, especially a fast food chain, we're not going to be open on Sundays.
Yeah.
We do not do business on Sundays. They literally every Sunday forfeit millions of dollars in revenue just because they're a Christian company and they don't want their workers to have to work on Sunday and they can be able to go to church. That's a big thing. I got a lot of respect for that.
Yeah.
That's huge.
I'm not against them doing that. They can do whatever they want. You know, it's your company. It's your decision where you want. How you want to do.
It is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Knowing that you don't work on Sundays to decide we're gonna open up a restaurant in Atlanta Falcons football stadium, who is primarily open on Sundays. They are literally going to be only open for one game, which is like either a Monday or a Thursday night game for the whole football season. And, I mean, I understand they have other events, concerts, and, you know, I don't know, it's Atlanta. What else? Mud bogs or whatever, like monster trucks and shit. I don't know. So they'll make revenue on that. But, I mean, Sundays, football Sundays, that's a lot of money you're forfeiting. But, again, they don't care. That's their stance, and I got respect for that.
It's crazy though. They're based out of Atlanta, which is why they got a restaurant in the new Atlanta Falcons stadium, brand new this year. But still, like, football should be some of your biggest revenue days of the year.
Yeah, they're missing out on millions of dollars. But that respect to them, man. They don't care. Church is more important. That's good values. I would work for that company.
I don't know. They may change their mind when they see the rent and then they realize, oh shit, this isn't the smartest. Then again, they're doing fine. I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Pretty popular.
Yeah, they're not stupid. They've blown up over the past couple years, so they know what they're doing. I just think it's crazy that they're fine with losing millions and millions of dollars every Sunday. But hey, more power to them. You know who's not cool with losing millions and millions of dollars every Sunday?
I'm gonna say HBO.
That would be right, sir. HBO. HBO is not fucking happy this season of Game of Thrones for sure. So many. The last 2 episodes, I guess, have been leaked already.
Yeah.
Well, not the last 2, but the 2 previous episodes were leaked before the actual release date. And actually, next week's show, and that's what we're talking about, was leaked already. Due to HBO Spain.
By HBO Network.
HBO Spain played the wrong episode this past week. So all the people in Spain that watch Game of Thrones were probably very confused as to what happened to the middle of this section. But they got to see an episode ahead of schedule. Did they just miss the details leading up to it, I guess?
Yeah. You're probably seeing Jon Snow just running towards White Walkers and going.
Running away from White Walkers. Yeah, I was like, I swear he was just in Dragonstone. Now he's north of the Wall again. I think that, you know, for what HBO has been going through this past like month with all the hacks and the leaks and all that, you would think that they'd be on their A game as far as, especially with Game of Thrones, their big money maker.
Yeah.
They would be on their A game, but no. They decide, we're getting hacked, we're getting leaked, fuck it, we'll just play the wrong episode out of order, fuck it, we don't care. It's Spain.
Spain, I don't know.
They don't care, they're sleepy and drinking wine.
So yeah, they aired episode 6 instead of episode 5. Throwing a bunch of spoilers out there for those who didn't see 5 yet. I kind of would have been pissed if I hadn't seen 5 yet, and
You know, I was at work today, and I was just kind of like on my lunch, and I was like, dude, I wonder if I could squeeze in that that leaked episode real quick.
Well, it got out. It was only up for an hour, and enough people ripped it to
I'm
torrent
sure.
sites and things like that. So
people see that, they're like,
I guarantee you, if you download torrents, you can find it.
Oh, dude, if you go on torrents, you can probably see the whole season already. There's only 2 more episodes left.
Yeah.
So.
In this half a season, and then you're gonna make us wait until next fucking year, you sons of bitches.
I know, dude. And they're gonna delay it. It's not gonna be next year. It's gonna be like a year and a half before they release the next episode or the next season. They said.
What?
Yeah, it's not gonna be in 1 year. It might even be 2 years.
No.
That's what the last article I read about season 8. That is what they were saying.
They might take the time to work on some of those spin-offs they were talking about.
And what it is too is next year or next season, I think each episode's gonna be like an hour and a half. They're gonna be long, but there's gonna be only like 7 episodes.
That's the thing. It's like you gotta wait that long to only watch 7 episodes. I don't care if they're an hour and a half.
Well, you gotta think, dude. To produce an hour and a half, they're basically producing 7 mini movies for you to watch. Mm-hmm. That takes a lot of time, bro. Shooting, editing, you know how it goes. It ain't easy. Yeah. It ain't easy.
Pimping ain't easy either.
It ain't, dude. Pimping's hard.
Well, congratulations to Spain to seeing everything a week early now.
Yeah, fucking dummies.
Oh man. The CEO is just like slamming his head against the wall, like. Just
dude, with the leaks and with the Spain doing this, right, they should just release all the episodes already. They should just say, hey, it's on the app, go watch it.
Yeah, it was kind of like the whole.
Why don't they?
They did that one. Oh, Orange is the New Black. I think that happened too.
They dropped the whole season.
Yeah,
one time?
The hackers were like, because they were gonna do it episode by week by week, and then a hacker got in and he's like, I got all your shit. I'm gonna release it if you don't do anything. And Netflix was like, you know what?
Fuck you. We're gonna release it.
Fuck you. Here's the whole season. Have fun.
Suck a dick. Good. That's how you should deal with it because it doesn't matter. They're not gonna lose revenue if they release it. The people that were gonna watch it are still gonna watch it on their app. You know what I mean? Or through their service. They just need the numbers to get their revenue. That's what they do.
Yeah. Lanny, we don't have a bartender tonight.
Yeah, no bartender.
Tony's on the water.
I'm drinking water tonight, man. Last night was brutal. After we couldn't get started, I was so depressed. I just drank my sorrows away.
You were not a happy guy last night. I don't blame you. I was disappointed too.
I was bummed, dude.
We had everything set up. Everything was ready to go. We were sitting in our chairs just like you see us now.
Yep.
And we were going, okay.
Let's roll.
2, wait. Our internet
isn't working.
It's not even going. It's not starting.
Everything was in the red. Everything was red.
Then it all came down.
It was all red. I couldn't.
It was a blue balls moment for sure.
My balls are red. I had baboon balls.
Are baboons' balls red? Let me look that up.
I think they're pink. I was telling. I don't know why this is coming up, but I was just talking to Phil and Lanny the other day through text, and something came up about dolphins, and I was like, oh, I swam with dolphins before. It's pretty cool. And they asked me like, oh, what was it like? And I was like, the only things I remember was they felt like bald tires, like wet bald tires.
Yeah.
They had like a rubbery feel. And the other thing was there was a kid in my group that ended up fingering the dolphin.
Really?
Because like they roll it over, it's on like its back and it swims past you and you like kind of rub its belly.
Yeah.
And like on its belly there's like a belly button because they're mammals. And then right below it it can be male or female, but it looks like a vagina. And then either the dick comes out or it's a vagina. And the kid was just like rubbing the thing's stomach and he just went like right in the thing, and the thing it did like a weird like flipper noise.
No.
And the instructor like freaked out, dude. He's like, whoa, no, you can't do that.
Oh god.
The kid was like 7, he didn't know. He was just like fucking Flipper was going crazy, man. I think he liked it.
Some monkeys have blue testicles. Here's why.
What the fuck are you looking up over here?
Some African primates, like vervets and mandrills, sport vibrant colors for very specific reasons.
Because they want everyone to look at their junk. It's mating shit.
Yep.
There you go.
Adding a pop of color to a neutral outfit can really brighten it up.
Dude, I'm going to just dye my balls. I'm going to dye them like bright green.
First things first, these blue testicles are not due to sexual frustration.
Chris's are.
All right. That's on National Geographic. It's a legit site, just so you know.
Check it out. Google it.
Find out. There is reasons why some primates have blue balls.
Yep. It's peacocking. They're peacocking, bro. So do female monkeys like the bluer the balls are better, or like what if he has light blue balls?
I don't know if I really want to dive into that.
Well,
that was most of the agenda for what we had last night. Obviously, the Charlottesville thing would have carried on for a while. We don't have a beer to taste tonight.
Unfortunately, we drank them all yesterday.
Yeah, I actually had some beers and I should have brought them.
I'm good with not drinking tonight.
I wasn't sure. We weren't sure.
We weren't sure if it was gonna actually stream from this new location that we're shooting at. We moved out of the basement and upstairs in a different house.
Yeah. As you can see, we got a fancy, nice satin curtain behind us.
Oh, it's super fancy.
We got a lot of room in here, which is.
And it's not. I'm not sweating my balls off right now.
Hot as hell.
Yeah.
But yeah. If you're tuning in tonight, hope you enjoyed the new set.
Yeah, brown curtain.
Brown curtains.
That's how we do it.
Lanny is not on the show tonight.
Because he's our viewer. He's our one viewer.
Well, number one, Lanny didn't know about it.
Yeah. We didn't think we were gonna. We figured, well, let's go set it up and test it out, and if it gets on, then we'll give it a whack of what we had to present last night, and that was pretty much it, folks. We are trying to cut the shows a little shorter, so that you actually want to watch it and not watch us drone on about dumb shit too long.
Yeah.
Even though that is kind of what this show's about.
Yeah. Well, shorter shows may mean more shows, especially now that we have a nice big setup, and maybe it's gonna be a little more convenient for us to do this. Yeah. We kind of did this show on a whim, so there's no reason we can't maybe do it every now and then.
Yes, sir.
And you're just going to have to turn on those notifications, sirs. Turn on those notifications.
And ma'ams.
And ma'ams.
We aren't sexist
and
here.
You'll get a notification when we go live.
Is it true? It'll say, hey, Inappropriate Bar Talk's about to go live. Hey,
It'll probably be around 8 o'clock if we do it.
In fact, what time is it now? Oh, it's 10. It's kind of a late show.
Yeah, when did
we started late. We started about 9, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we've been live 53 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad for our first show in our new location. Like Chris said, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends if you can.
Yeah.
That'd be great as well. Get us out there so people can start seeing our stupid faces, and maybe we can start making some money and presenting better, cooler things for you guys.
For sure. We could do a live viewing party downstairs, and we can stream it downstairs while we're doing it up here.
We can.
That might be fun too.
Yeah.
But we got plenty of room for bartenders in here too. So we're looking for bartenders every week.
We're looking for bartenders. We're looking for behind-the-scenes production assistant kind of guys. Maybe even looking for a writer to help spice up some of the jokes and some of the things we talk about.
Yeah, it's a purely internship-based position.
Yeah, we don't make no fucking money. You ain't making no fucking money, let me tell you.
But you can get in at ground level.
Yay. It doesn't get any grounder than this, let me tell you. But, hey, we enjoyed doing it. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching it. Like I said, share, pass it on, like, post, whatever the fuck you guys can do to help us out.
Follow us on those social media platforms.
Yeah,
there.
Wait, which way is it now?
I see a lot of people popping up on Facebook now. We got Nick that just came on. We got Tiana that just popped on too. Ladies do matter, Tiana. I agree.
Yes.
We enjoy the ladies watching the show too.
I just enjoy the ladies.
If you're cool, stick around for the conversation.
We talk about fun things here.
What's something ladylike we would talk about? I don't know how we covered.
Well, we just talked about dolphin vagina.
Dolphin vagina. That's a female dolphin.
That's the noise they make.
I've never swam with dolphins.
Nah, I better. People are gonna think Tony did something to a dolphin that they just turned in like, dude, Tony did something to a dolphin. No, I didn't do it. I was a kid, and the kid in my group fingered the dolphin when we were doing like a group swimming with the dolphins, and then the instructor was like, "Don't molest the dolphins." But I think the dolphin liked it because it didn't like freak out and swim away. It just went and then like kind of stayed there and moved its tail around weirdly.
Smart animals, they get it.
They know, dude. They actually, I think, if I remember correctly, dolphins are the only other animal besides humans that fuck for pleasure.
Yeah.
I think Google that.
Okay. Animals that have sex for pleasure. This is definitely a female topic.
This is gonna be
It is often assumed that animals do not have sex for pleasure, or alternatively that humans, pigs, and perhaps
dolphins
and one or two other species of primate are the only species that do.
Ha! I knew it. I'm smart sometimes about weird shit. I knew dolphins like to fuck, dude.
Animals mate only for reproduction. What? Okay.
Dude, I knew those dolphins were horny. Fucking freaks. Freaks of the sea.
There are some articles about it that say yes, other animals do have sex for fun. Which, I mean, like, come on, dogs hump things all the time.
Yeah, but that's dominant stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get off this weird topic.
For some things like that turtle that you see in that one video that's just like... I wish we could pop that clip up right now. Dude, that's just funny.
Hey, write that down for a sound clip.
Okay.
Because I got the... Oh, let's see if this works.
I don't hear it.
That's weird. I didn't hear it either. Oh, wait. That's why. No? I don't hear it either.
It's funny if you're just like playing it over and over again and nobody else is hearing it.
Right? But look, I think it... Hold on. That's weird. I didn't hear it either. Oh, wait. That's why. No, it's not working. No? I don't hear it either. It's not working. I'll figure that out later, people. Anyway.
Getting the soundboard working?
I'll figure that out for the next show. But write that turtle noise down for the soundboard.
Turtle noise down. If you haven't seen it, it's hilarious.
It is funny.
It just like falls over on its back.
It's basically boning. It's just like... and it's, it does what every man does after he comes. He fell asleep.
And just like, Good night.
He does what every guy does.
Camera.
That's what I do anyway. When I'm done, I just pass the fuck out.
I want to say what up to Jake. Jake's out there watching too, along with Tiana.
Big Jake.
He probably has a beer right now too.
Good, drink it. It's delicious. Lanny says, bro, talk about fantasy football. There's a time and a place for that, Lanny. We will talk about fantasy football.
I think we should maybe do a Sunday show. Fantasy football Sunday show.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about that?
We can. It's possible. Anything's possible. This universe, anything's possible in this universe, Chris.
Yes.
If you have the right internet.
True.
If you don't have enough bandwidth, you cannot stream anywhere.
We have just good enough internet.
Yep. It's working. That's the main thing.
Fantasy football is coming up soon.
And I'm psyched about it. I've been doing mock drafts. You been doing mock drafts?
No.
Oh.
I do have the number 2 pick, though.
So, actually, I downloaded, I paid for the RotoWire draft kit. And it comes with, like, a software, like a mock draft software. And it's a lot better than doing it on, like, Yahoo and whatnot. Because you can put in all the keepers and, like, the traded draft picks and everything. So I get, like, a real accurate readout of what's going to be probably available in certain areas.
It simulates the draft pretty accurately.
Yeah. Right? The one thing it doesn't do, though, I don't think it takes what people are actually doing. Like, you're drafting against a computer, basically. So it's not a lot of human... Like, oh, this guy likes this team, so he's gonna go for this guy versus that. There's that aspect. Yeah, there's that aspect that kind of is still in the dark. But at least I can take all the keepers and draft appropriate rounds according to what we traded and shit.
I mean, the weird rounds are gonna be the later ones. It's not gonna be the early.
Lanny said 2 fat guys on a little table. Oh, you talk big, huh, when you're not here, you little fucker.
I don't know what.
Next time we see you, we're gonna fucking sit on you, you little bitch. Anyway, Raph said, sorry, yeah, expert. I don't know. Hey, I'm not the expert, Rav. You're the one that does like 100 mock drafts every freaking preseason. Okay? I'm just trying to get an edge because my draft's going to be rough this year. I don't got a second-round pick. Tom's got my second-round pick.
Who you guys taking in the first round? Go.
You first, bro. Who you going to take?
Let's see. Second pick?
Let's assume David Johnson's gone.
Okay. I'm going to take... Shit. I don't know. I might take Le'Veon Bell.
Well, if you take Le'Veon, then I'm probably going to go for either Julio or...
Le'Veon screwed me in the past, though. I don't know.
Le'Veon's the second pick according to my shit, but if you take Le'Veon and Bell, and if Bell and Johnson are gone, I'm probably gonna grab either Antonio Brown or Julio Jones. That would be my first pick.
It could be a wide receiver too. I don't know. If I can get the best wide receivers that are available, I don't know if I want ODB.
I had him last year. Now, see, he's actually the number 3 pick according to the things I've been going to. But I will not draft him first round again. Fuck that idiot and the goddamn fucking kicking net incidents and shit I had to deal with last year.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's how he got hurt, idiot. Right?
Yeah, he didn't get hurt, but
that was when he went to the sideline and he
kicked the net and the net hit him in the face. Fucking moron. Then after the week next, he scored a touchdown and he proposed to the kicking net. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that?
He walked up to the net and he apologized and he said...
And he proposed to it.
I'm sorry for kicking you last week. It was inappropriate.
What a fag. Yo, grab some nachos. Lanny, you're fucking lame, bro. That was the best you got?
Nachos?
Grab nachos?
Maybe it'll work.
I'm gonna go eat spaghetti after this.
Mom spaghetti?
Okay,
I'm getting off this page.
Yeah, dude, what are you looking? You're looking at animals fucking over here.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, I think that's a wrap, folks.
On that note, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us tonight. I know it was a short show and it was out of nowhere, but
it's gonna start being short shows. So
yeah,
tune in when you see us. Right away.
We could have went over Game of Thrones predictions, but...
You want my predictions? I'll drop some predictions on you, bruh.
Let's do Game of Thrones. We didn't do Game of Thrones really last week. Let's do it real, because Lanny had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, Lanny doesn't know shit about Game of Thrones. Why don't you go eat some nachos and watch some episodes,
And I think we owe it to Raph since he tuned in and it's a Thursday.
So, I think next week is what we're going to talk about, what's going to happen next week.
Let's do a quick recap of what happened in the last episode. Spoilers!
Spoilers. Turn off if you didn't watch. So, last episode... starts off with Bran channeling the Ravens. The Ravens fly over the wall. They fly over this horde of White Walkers, and as they're flying over, you can see
Peace, Lanny.
the what?
I think Lanny's bouncing now that we got to this.
Peace. But anyway, Raph says Daenerys is going crazy like her dad. I don't think so, actually. But anyway, so let's recap. So,
Ravens.
What?
The Ravens.
Yeah, so the Ravens fly over, see the horde, and then actually the White Walker, the King Beyond the Wall. Is that? No, that wasn't him. King Beyond the Wall was Mance Rayder, right? Anyway, the White Walker, King sees the birds, and like Bran pops out of his thing, and then he says we got to send ravens to everybody in Westeros and warn them that the White Walker's coming. So what happens is the Citadel gets it, and Sam Tarly is in there, dropping books to the council and whatnot, and overhears what they're talking about, and he's like, yo, is that Bran Stark you guys are talking about? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, I let that guy go beyond the wall like 3 years ago. And he's like, if a cripple boy can, survive beyond the wall, we should listen to what this guy has to say. He knows what he's talking about. And they just kind of blew him off. So Sam basically says, fuck these guys. I'm not doing their stupid bitch work anymore. He went into the cage where they have all the locked up books of like all the special books. He jacked a bunch of shit and said, fuck it, I'm out. And he peaced out, and I think he's headed back to obviously the Wall or Winterfell to meet up with Jon. And
yeah, he kind of put on his black, what are they called?
The Night's Watch.
The Night's Watch. He put on that garb again.
Yeah.
You know, before he left. So I'm like, pretty sure that's where he's headed, back to the wall. Cause yeah, like you said, if Bran is sending it out and he knows that, hey, these guys know what the fuck they're talking about. Cause they've seen fucking everything.
Yeah. Also, but as far as what Raph's saying, Daenerys is going crazy like her dad. I don't think that's the case at all. So the whole fight, I think the week previous to last week, this week's episode, when she burned all the
king.
What the fuck is it called? The wagons. She burned all the wagons with all the gold and all that shit and all the wheat and the food from the Reach. I don't think she's going crazy because she asked Jon Snow, like, hey, what would you do? And he basically told her, hey, if you burn cities and melt castles with your dragons, you're just more of the same. You're not new. You're not something new. So what she actually did is she didn't go to the Red Keep or King's Landing. She caught them in the open, in an open area, and the Dothraki came and fucked shit up, and then she flew her dragon in and just melted that fucking Lannister army down real quick. Mm-hmm. But going back to Samwell Tully, what he doesn't know is that his dad and his brother are dead because Daenerys caught him, gave him a chance too. She gave him the option, so she said either you kneel, you bend the knee, and you serve me, or you're gonna die.
Right.
So she gave him the choice, and they said, I want to die instead of serving you, and she just, Dracarys. I love when she says that, bro. But she Dracarys their asses into some fucking sawdust.
Who was it? It was Dickham? Or
No.
Dickon?
It was,
Dickon?
Oh, what's his name?
The son Dickon.
Yeah, the son's name's Dickon, and they even Bronn and fucking Jaime Lannister were laughing at him. They're like, what's your name again? Rickon? He's like, no, Dickon. And they just started laughing. But it is a pretty funny name. And I can't remember the dad's name. Edward? Lord Edward Tarley, I want to say.
Randall.
Randall Tarley, yeah.
Randall Tarley.
So he's gone. So what I think is going to end up happening with that situation, Jon and her obviously becoming closer, and when Sam actually goes to be with Jon and help Jon out, he's going to find out that this chick killed his family, and he's going to be like, there's going to be some tension there, even though he didn't really give a shit about his dad. His dad was a dick to begin with.
Stole a sword.
Yep, stole a Heartsbane.
Yeah.
And pieced out. What I think's going to end up happening, my prediction is, obviously, Jon's going to find out. We've seen Jon interact with the dragon finally, and it seemed to, like, sense that, oh, you got some Targaryen blood in you. Yeah. You can see its eyes, like, dilate when he's petting it and kind of, like, relaxes, and it flies away. Obviously, we know he's going to be a dragon rider at some point. He's the only other known Targaryen.
Right.
So he's going to have a dragon. And I think what's going to end up happening is Tyrion, we're going to find out, is a Targaryen. I think he's going to end up being Daenerys' half-brother, and Jon's actually their nephew from their oldest brother. So Jon's actually the rightful heir to the throne.
Yeah.
Now, and then some other shit that's going to happen. So right now, Jon and his crew went up to East Watch by the Sea because they're going to try, and yeah, Sam is going to be the leader of the Tarly House now.
I brought up to a friend that comment earlier. I'm like, Sam is next in line for the throne since...
Well, the Tarly House anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, his mom and his sister is still alive, so that's good. So yeah, maybe he'll be head of that house now instead of going back to the wall. But he did take the Oath of the Black, so we'll see how that works out.
Right. So did Jon, though, before he became...
Yeah, but Jon died. So he gave his life to the Night's Watch already, and then he left. That's what his whole thing was. He's like, dude, I gave my life. I died. I came back to life. I'm not fucking staying here. My watch
is over.
Yeah. My house is over. Or my watch is over.
Yeah.
I'm going home. But, I lost my train. Oh, so Jon's up at the East Watch by the Sea. They're off on a mission to catch a White Walker so that they can show it to Cersei so that they can call like a armistice and like a ceasefire basically in the war until they take care of these White Walkers because that's obviously their first priority.
Right. And there is that scene where Tyrion and
Jamie
meet again. Tyrion meets him in secret to let him know, hey, this shit's real. We gotta fight these guys together. And that was that. So he put that at least in his head. And Cersei knew about it the whole time, apparently. But she let him get away with it. She let Jamie get away with it, even though she knew he kind of
went behind her back. Yeah.
And then...
Oh, and Jamie actually discloses, too, that Olenna was the one that killed Joffrey to Cersei. And she's pissed at him because he let her die peacefully, and she wanted her to suffer.
Right.
But then she pulled some fucking shit on Jamie, which I don't think is really true. She was trying to make like she's pregnant again. Yeah. And I think she's just playing Jamie. And I think what's going to end up happening is... in the books, the prince that's promised, Azor Ahai, I think it could possibly end up being Jaime Lannister. Not to mention he's already the king slayer. He killed one king, you know what I mean, to defeat evil. But what's going to end up happening, I think, is he's going to end up killing Cersei. And by killing Cersei... So the whole legend of the prince that's promised is he has to kill the woman he loves. And by driving that sword into her and killing her, when he pulls it out, it's on fire. And that he has that fire sword. But Barristan already has a fire sword. So it obviously looks like Barristan's going to be the guy that's, you know, the prince that's promised. Plus, he's died a bunch of times already and come back. That's another prophecy of the prince that's promised is he has to die and come back to life. So it could be Jon. Could be Barristan. He's already got the flaming sword and died a bunch of times. But my thing is,
could be the Hound.
I think it's gonna be Jaime Lannister. Could be the Hound too. Yeah. But the Hound didn't really die.
And it could be the blacksmith kid. What's his name?
No, I don't think. We were talking about him. Grengen.
Gentry.
Gendry.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna be. He's basically. I think he's there to kind of represent the Baratheons. He's the only Baratheon alive. That's left, and I don't think he realizes that he's the only one left. Yeah. So he could actually go to the Stormlands and probably just be like, "Yo, I'm a Baratheon. I'm taking my castle." I kind of got sidetracked and I forgot. Okay, that's why Stannis killed his daughter too. What?
Who found him? Just to recap,
Davos. So
Yeah,
Davos
Sir
went.
Davos.
So Davos took
Went with
Tyrion. He smuggled Tyrion into King's Landing to meet with Jaime. But while he was meeting with Jaime, he went and found Gendry, who was back at the Street of Steel, being a smith again. And Davos was like, "Hey, I want you to come." He's like, "I got my bag. Let's go." He didn't even finish the sentence. He's like, "I already had this bag packed. I don't know why, but I'm ready to roll." And so he took his hammer, which is funny because his father, Robert Baratheon, his weapon of choice was a hammer as well. He was one of the best fighters with a hammer.
Right.
So kind of see the bloodline, and then it's funny when he actually meets Jon Snow, because they kind of greet each other the same way Robert Baratheon and Ned Stark did. He's like, "Oh, I expected you to be taller?"
Yeah.
And he said, and I forget what he said back to him, but.
I think he said I expected you to be fatter or something like that.
No, he said something. I said, I expected you to be taller. Anyway, it's kind of the same way in the first episode of the show, actually, that Robert greets Ned. He goes, "Oh, you got fat," and Ned just kind of gave him a look like, "I got fat, look at you," and that's kind of like how their relationship was, and you can kind of see that played out again in this new generation of the same bloodlines. Melisandre thought Stannis was a prince that was promised. Part of the requirement is to kill someone you love. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying, Raph. Yeah, that's why Stannis killed his daughter.
Well, Melisandre is on her way back to
Valeria?
Is it Valeria?
I don't know.
I think she's going to...
She's going back to Essos, though, somewhere.
About this. Going to...
Well, because everyone banished her.
Volantis,
yeah.
Where I was talking with someone today, and we had a small thing where we're like, maybe she's going to start her own army, or get like a bunch of priests on her side.
Maybe. But there is only 2 episodes left, so I think next episode's gonna be they're gonna fight the White Walkers. They're gonna catch one. Oh, so going through the wall, at East Watch by the Sea, Torrid, what's his name? The leader of the Wildlings, Torrid, something like that, Torrid. He was like, "Are you fucking serious? You want to go fucking back out there?" He's like, "Okay, whatever." And he goes, "Oh, it was funny because you're not the only ones that want to go out there." He's like, "We caught these 3 guys about a mile away from the wall that they're trying to go across the wall. They go down to the prison. Of course, it's Barrison, the drunk dude, I can't remember his name, and the Hound all sitting in a cell." So it's kind of funny because when they walk out, I seen this clip. Someone put the A-Team, the old A-Team music, to them walking through the tunnel like they're the A-Team, you know. But I think what's gonna happen. So they're gonna go and try to catch a White Walker and bring it back, and obviously there's gonna be an epic battle. And I seen the preview you see is just John running.
Do you think they all make it back alive?
No, I don't think they. I think for sure a couple people die.
Shit. Who?
I don't know.
I just scrolled through a highlight thing when I looked up Gendry, and they're like, why Gendry can't die. Why Gendry and Jon are definitely related.
Well, they're related because Baratheons have the Targaryen blood through them too. And this goes way back before the books take place. But basically a Targaryen and Baratheon were married, and then basically the Baratheons have Targaryen in their bloodline.
Right.
So now that Jon Snow's a Targaryen, and we know this, Gendry is a Baratheon. Obviously, yeah, there's some kind of cousins or something.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. Gendry has Targaryen blood in him that no one's actually thinking about, because it's not really presented in the show that the Baratheons have this Targaryen bloodline as well. The dragon and Jon had a connection, Raph said. Yeah. And yes, they did, Raph. But I think the other 2 dragons have not got any screen time. So obviously Daenerys is gonna take Drogon, and Jon Snow's gonna have one of the other ones, and I think Tyrion's gonna end up on another one, or maybe even Gendry might be the other dragon rider.
That'd be crazy. Dude, Gendry on a dragon with a fucking hammer? That would look epic.
Dude, fuck, who needs a goddamn hammer when you're on a dragon? Like, Jakaris, motherfucker. Done.
They might do some crazy leaping stun off of the dragon and just train the dragon to kill shit on its own.
Dude, I'm gonna sit back on my dragon, I'm gonna hover over you and just blow fire on you, and you're done. Dragon.
Well, the other 2 aren't as big.
No, so they're not as big, but
they may have special.
They're bigger now
they might be more agile, or they might be faster, or
it's possible.
You know, they might have their own special skills. I think each dragon might have their specialty. You know?
Gendry has a warhammer, just like Robert, who killed Rhaegar with the warhammer. Yes, we talked about that, sir. You are correct. Yeah.
And the hammer's badass.
That is a badass hammer too. Like, he made it. He's the best smith I've seen in the whole show, dude. He makes some crazy ass shit. Like, he had that bullhorn helmet, remember?
Yeah.
That was his. And yeah, dude, he makes some good shit. He's a good. What could happen too? He could be the guy that fashions all the weapons out of that dragon stone or dragon glass they just got.
That's true. They do have all the dragon glass now.
Yep, they got more than they need.
They're going to be making weapons out of that shit. Did Jon Snow just go straight to the wall? Like, he didn't even stop by...
No, he didn't even stop at Winterfell. He went straight up the coast and stopped the East Watch by the Sea.
He's like, I got to get this shit done already.
Yep. They're on a mission, man. And what's funny is, dude, it's taken months for them to go back and forth, and they went from, like, the south all the way to the very north in, like, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Things are happening a lot faster in the show, which is... It's good. Things get done quicker. I don't need to see them travel. You know, I don't give a shit if the travel time's not real.
Yeah. I kind of wish they would do one more season, though.
I kind of wish they would do 10 more seasons, but...
They're definitely rushing shit because they
of course.
They have so many episodes to get this shit completed. But they definitely could have gone, like, another season and extended this.
They
like, those trips could have taken longer.
Dude, they could have gone, like, 10 seasons more. I'd be fine with it.
But I get it. It's a pretty epic show. The shooting is probably insane.
Well, they say it takes about 9 to 10 million per episode.
Yeah.
So, and they're on like 3 to 4 different continents.
Yeah.
It's a pretty epic show. I really like it. I enjoy it. But other than that, I think that's all I got for the show today.
I wonder who doesn't make it back alive.
Dude, I'm gonna say.
Mr. Davos?
No, Davos didn't go.
Oh, he didn't
They
go.
said he's a liability. He's not coming with us. And they're like, yeah,
Right.
you are. Or Tor's like, yeah, you are.
Maybe the drunk guy.
The drunk guy might not make it back, but if he doesn't make it back, he's the guy that brings the drunk priest. He's the one that brings Barrison back all the time. So if he dies, Barrison ain't coming back to life no more. So I think Barrison might die, and I think that fire sword, John might grab it and run with it and just keep that fire sword. You know what I mean?
Maybe the Hound goes down.
I have a hard time seeing the Hound dying.
The head of the.
I have a hard time seeing the Wildling guy die too. I don't know, man. That's
like the posse.
But there are some randoms with them too.
Yeah.
Like when you watch them walk out of the tunnel, it's like them, and then there's a bunch of guys behind them. So those guys will probably die.
Yeah. Because that's like a crew right there. That's a
badass crew.
That's a badass crew of
fighters.
fighters.
That's why That's why they made that A-Team spoof.
Yeah. It's like literally if you had those guys at your front line, like they're all badasses. So.
Yeah. I'd fight with any of them. I mean, one guy comes back to life every time he dies anyway, so put him first. You fight first. You die, we'll bring you back. But
I mean, you ain't gonna pull him from a crowd of zombies. Though.
Well, and if he turns, I don't know if you can bring him back from that. You know what I mean?
Maybe they have some like. No, maybe they get some.
Maybe Sam will figure something out. He's a smart one. It's all about Sam and Bran. I'm looking forward to Jon going back to Winterfell and meeting up with Bran. I want him to find out he's a Targaryen.
And Arya.
Yeah. Well, Arya, she's not really gonna.
Well, and Arya's got that little sideline.
Oh, with Littlefinger.
Littlefinger.
Yeah.
So Littlefinger, he thinks.
Littlefinger's playing her for sure.
Is it like a double play where like Arya knows that he knows what's going on, so she's just playing into his traps to let him get away with it, or is he getting the best of her?
Thoros. Who's Thoros, Raph?
Thoros is the drunk guy, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right, because they were talking. Jorah was like, "Oh, I didn't recognize you. I remember now." They fought together in Robert's Rebellion.
Oh, right.
Which was before the series started.
And which is why he wasn't liked by, was it Gendry? Or, Wildlings guys, right?
No, Gendry didn't like him because they sold his ass to the Red Priestess to get sacrificed. Right. He was like, fuck these guys. But,
Jon kind of pull it all together.
He said, hey, we're all on the same side. How do you figure? Because we're all breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're fighting dead people, guys. We're going to be on the same team whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, there's just so much going on. I love it, dude. I love it. But I think it's time, sir.
Time to torrent episode 6.
Yep. I'm going to go home and do that right now.
We don't recommend illegally downloading media.
I do. Do it. Illegally download our show and watch it.
I'll tell you what, you can download this one for free. We'll let you get away with it.
You can download them all for free.
All right, well, we'll wrap it up there.
Sounds good to me.
It was a good little Thursday episode. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Episode 19 redo.
This was IBT, episode 19. You can follow us at all our social media tags there. We're at Inappropriate Bar Talk on Instagram, at IBT Podcast on Twitter, and you can find us at everything else / Inappropriate Bar Talk.
YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch now.
Yes, we are on Twitch now. Welcome to all the new Twitch viewers.
Yeah.
So I think we had one.
Maybe
2.
We got one still watching.
But it's been a pleasure. We will be back again next Wednesday at our normal time, 8 o'clock.
Yes, people, we will.
And if you're lucky, maybe we'll surprise you with a show.
Hey.
Somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle.
But thanks again, guys. Like and subscribe. Turn on your notifications. You'll know when we're live.
That's right.
You can get the latest video up here in this corner. And you can subscribe to us in the box over there. We will see you next week. Thanks for joining us.
That's Chris. I'm Tony. And this is Inappropriate Bar Talk. Peace out.
Peace.